Yeah, I'm here.
Hello.
Hello.
So, I was told that matches have been started. Is this correct?
One of them has started. I don't know if the second one started yet, but
Alright.
Get Wrecked has started.
Hopping in. I'm actually getting in right at the beginning. So, Get Wrecked against Adapt is now live. We've got Snaky Poo with the flag going down. Snaky Poo was one of the guys who I talked about in my predictions thread. I'm actually going to be watching from him right now. As the first map is Mesmerize. Could you tell me what the maps will be for this one, actually? Monk?
Yep. This one is Mesmerize, Command, and Broken Limits.
Okay, should be a good one.
And Raise Your Weapon versus Hodor is also Mesmerize, and Acrony and Dooku. That one will probably be less entertaining.
Yes, probably. So we're gonna stick around for this one initially, as I have the Snaky Cam going. He's gonna get a double kill, multi-kill. Man's putting moves. We have a cross grab from Kangster right now. Both flags getting out. Snaky cannot miss, but then he did, and then Kangster also going down. So I think I'll put on Spectator Z so that we can see who we are watching from, as we're watching from Kangster right now. I'll switch it up. I'm sure we have Booth and Unreal Shots on defense, and on the flip side, actually no, we're gonna have Booth and Ramdrop on defense and Risis and Unreal Shots on D. Confusing players, as Unreal Shots numbing up the flag right now. Strong defense. So we're just 2 minutes into the first map right now, as that is my bad. I didn't have it full screen. I always do that. I'm pretty sure it was you to remind me last time.
I did.
Mr. Monk. Oh my god, well, you guys saw my intense casting faces. I'm watching from Scott right now with the flag going down. MP5 with the pickup. Let me get my free cam.
It's more like I just didn't want to see your face on the stream, but as I'm not watching the stream, it doesn't bother me, so I hadn't noticed.
Ah, okay. Excellent.
Yeah.
We're gonna free cam it a bit. Look at the defensive structure of the red base. We have Booth playing inside the base. I wouldn't be surprised to see Ramdrop pushed up to the middle quite a bit. As let's see if we can spot Ramdrop. Where's he playing at? Here he is, right in the middle. So that's one of the weaknesses of Mesmerize, is we're gonna have 3 blue coming in for the attack right now. Ramdrop taking down Kangsta. Still a few. It looks like there's a lot of red clearing them out. So speak of the devil, maybe we're not gonna have the most interesting Mesmerize. But that's one of the...
No, yeah. Mesmerize is... It's a shame it's first on both matches. Command and Broken Limit should be good, but Mesmerize is not the best map to watch.
Not the
And they're
best.
both playing Mesmerize right now.
Yes, so Kangsta going down. I might be hopping back and forth between the matches.
Yep.
As we've got a grab from Snaky Poo right now. Also, I don't know if the
Ricky with a nice ultra kill. He's going to get cornered by a couple of them.
Yeah, there's 3 of them there. Snaky not going anywhere.
I have to say,
Snaky.
Adapt is the only team that was undefeated in reg season.
Yeah. And I mean, they won one of those games without Unreal
Sponge.
Shots. Sponge is going to die going out the middle there.
They certainly did. Archangels also didn't lose a match, but they lost a few maps.
Yeah, so a bit less flawless. Also, I don't know if the lovely Hulk Smash is here and if she can help me update the scoreboard at the top. That'd be fantastic. But if not, it's no big deal.
Yeah, I have to not agree with Tiger Claw. The problem with Mesmerize is not the lighting.
Yeah, there's a couple problems. As we're gonna get a grab from Scott. Scott right now creating some distance. Getting
nice fullback from Snaky.
Picked off by Snaky Poo. I love how Snaky Poo wears the one skin. I mean, you know, if you are Adapt right now, you're game planning. Just kill Snaky on everything, and yet he's still willing to wear the most distinct skin. So props to Snaky Poo.
NP getting snuck past the D there, gets a nice grab, but Rice shuts him down. Both the blue defenders, the Adapt defenders, are actually pretty much playing mid. That's really good for pushing up if you need to, but the problem is when you're killing everybody mid, that the red team basically, they're going to have a lot of people in their base at all times. So
oh yeah, I think the best way to do it...
You can be pushed up a little bit too far.
As
you want to push up when there's a grab, but you don't really want to be defending there in general.
Oh, exactly.
Your biggest chance of getting a cap out is when you got a couple of players in your flag room.
Yeah,
so that there's not as much fallback.
It is...
Because you can fall back from anywhere else on the map. Sponge gets a grab. Doesn't get anywhere.
Nope. So on the new and fancy stats, we're going to have a lot of flags that are going down in the enemy base and not making it too far. And that's the problem, because look, you grab the flag, you're going out this main way here, you're visible from everywhere. That's the problem. There's no juke ability. Even if you go high, they're going to spot you as you're coming out. I mean, there's some quicker things you can do.
I mean, we saw Snaky get up high then about a minute ago, and he tried to play a juke, but he just had one guy coming from each direction, and there's not much you can do in that case.
We've got
Blue
two
gets
blue
a
in the
nice
base.
grab with 2 in the base, and both of them missed the flag.
Both of them missing the flags. That one was
games.
Good gamingos. As we've got 1340 remaining here in the first map. Quarterfinals, OwnedWell, iCTF. As the blue flag's looking mighty lonely here. Mighty lonely. As we're watching from Unreal Shots, let's see what he's doing. I mean, interestingly enough, the few times I've been specking from Unreal Shots, he's playing tucked away in the base. And I agree, that's probably the thing to do, is he's going to catch wind of Snaky. Dominating, my friend.
Yeah, I actually prefer the defense like in the base, as in that's what I find hardest to attack against. You attack against guys that are high, I find that a little bit
easier.
Bit easier, yeah.
It's more annoying because you're fighting a guy in the base, and then the offense even has time to fall back as they're calling out ones in. As Snaky's gonna get a grab here. We're watching from Snaky, going down real quick. The key will be just creating a bit of separation in the middle there. If you can cut the angle off, you're good. As we've got the Snaky cam going. Right now, looking at stats, Scott leading for Adapt with 6 right now. Only 34 efficiency. Really tough to get past this defense right now. Booth with 71 EFF. Ramdrop with 67. As we're going to get a decent grab here. There's 3 of them. He's going to need Sponge to jump, but Sponge not jumping. Also, another move is we're going to probably get another grab from Scott. So if you can get 2 people into the flag room, this is why team boosting is so important in iCTF, especially a map like this. As you're jumping up this ramp here, if you can get boosted, you can get sort of launched about halfway down here, which it really forces the other team on trying to catch up to you, and it gives your team an opportunity to...
It's still a fairly easy frag, sadly, so you still need a bit of luck on the spawns, and a bit of luck on the opponent missing.
Indeed. As Snaky Poo might be getting a grab here. Snaky with the grab. He's going to have a buddy. Multi-kill, creating some separation. Going down right now. As we're going to have an opposite...
pickup from NP. Kangster's going to get up high with the red defense pushed up. They have completely lost this flag. He's going to be leaving high left. He gets spotted now. Switches to low left. He's going to get over mid. He's going to get into his base. This is a really good look. And it's a standoff.
It is a standoff.
As the red team does get to the other base.
So we'll see where Sponge is going to go.
First standoff of the game. I would suggest both teams are going to play this pretty defensive at first. Who we got in return right now? Got a couple coming in. MP5 gets cleared. I will stay in the red base. You can take blue.
Okay. I will fly over to blue right now. As we've got a guy coming in high right to the red base.
Yep. Scott does get 1 kill but gets killed. It's really important to know which side the flag carries on in this map. It becomes pretty crucial.
Switch. As we've got Snaky coming in. 3 guys there to shut him down. So...
MP5 gets a good look. He gets underneath with him. He gets killed centimeters from the flag. Another guy comes in. He gets killed as well, but that gets saved.
Wow. We're looking from Sponge. Sponge is safe right now. We're looking from Kangsta. Kangsta's actually almost to return from Snaky right there. As Kangsta picking the flag back up. Snaky's coming in. He's out for blood. Spotting the flag here, going down. There's somebody else in. Also going down right now. So, looking from Sponge again, tucked away. I mean, at this point, I think switching sides is a good idea. You know, keep the opposing team guessing. If you stay too long in the same spot, they can start to line up shots and angles. As there's gonna be a bit of trouble coming in.
Scott gets in, but gets killed. MP5 is in. The team get him though. Yeah, you definitely want to wait until you've killed both the D. As both the D get killed, but NP makes that crucial shot, or Sponge makes that crucial shot. Sorry.
As right now, Kangsta going down.
Snaky's in the flag room, so there's no safe. You want to make sure when you do that switch that you do it when it's safe.
Yeah,
like you gotta have them both of them killed.
We have a good chance here. Snaky Oh, Snaky drawing too much attention. There were two guys who dropped down on the flag as they're wisely going to switch sides, figuring they have a bit of time right now. Going to buy themselves probably 1 or 2 pushes here as they try to, you know, sort out where the flag is going to be.
Ramdrop with a nice double kill.
It's looking all clear right now as we have 1 working in the high right. Snaky's just being a bit of a distraction. I mean, that's not a bad idea to have 1 guy just messing about there. They focus on him, the other guy sneaks in. As Snaky's going to pick the wrong side right now. Kills the 1D.
As the blue team do this, the blue team have a chance to deny this. There's 1 on the post. Both of them miss him.
Sponge with the cap there.
That was close.
Just as I was talking, just as I was talking about the distraction, the camera actually got distracted there. I was too focused on Snaky Poo. I missed MP coming in with the... Well, I mean, I caught the tail end of it. So...
That's good enough.
Yeah, it's good enough, as we've got the Sponge cam going on right now. I wasn't sure if Sponge or Scream would be starting. I mean, both of them pretty good as the team's 5th man, as Sponge is going to go down right now. 1-0 for Get Wrecked or Die Trying against Adapt. So Adapt has not lost a map all season. This might be their first
down
one.
This time, though.
Yeah, they've got 8 minutes to make something happen. As I would not be surprised to see Get Wrecked or Die Trying start playing really defensive as we watch Kangsta actually backshoot Sponge on his way into the base. So that was maybe questionable decision making. At this point, you do not want more red guys in the base on Mesmerize.
No. So far NP way out front on the frags. 87. Next closest is Snaky on 65. Really pulling through. The blue offense struggling for frags. And Rice is actually out fragging shots.
Yeah, not sure what's going on with shots.
I think he's been playing a bit further in base than Rice has, so that has had an effect. And obviously that's flag standoff, you're not going to be getting as many frags.
Yeah, actually, you know what, I'll keep up with this. We had 2 blue guys going in. We're going to switch it over to MP right now, who makes it to the entrance. NP, I think, has been one of the best pickups of the season. I mean, look at him. He's sitting at 90 frags already as he's falling back a bit. I think MP is going to be playing a bit of that mid/dirty role. I had the pleasure of going against NP earlier in the season, and by pleasure, I mean displeasure. I was unhappy. Yeah. I never want to play with this man again unless he's on my team, as we've got the MP cam going. Scott with a grab right now, trying to make something happen for his team, going down right now.
Yeah, the blue team just missing that bulldozer. The highest FE on the blue offense is 38.
Yeah, that's a shame, as Scott's going to get a nice double kill going into the base. I feel like they're really going to need to switch something up right now, as MP5's trying to make something happen. He's juking him, hits 1, turns the corner, can't stick the second one, Booth with the return.
That's a shame. He had a guy there for cover, but both of them just missed that shot, the crucial shot.
Yeah, that was a really good opportunity for the blue team, as we're going to have another attack here from Kangsta. Kangsta taking some flack for his Zachrony run. Yeah, as Ramdrop with a double kill, this is not looking good right now. I mean, at this point, I actually gambled in a couple of my games on Mesmerize. If you are down and the other team is playing very defensive with just 5.5 minutes remaining, you probably need to start pushing for offense. You need to make something happen, as Unreal Shots still staying tucked in the base. We're going to get a grab from Sponge right now, as I am on the wrong side to actually keep up with that
Yeah, you definitely need to change it to 4 offense as soon as you can, really. You're going to need, as long as... It's not going to be quick, even with 4 offense. You're not going to create chances due to the nature of the map.
As Sponge going down. We got the Snaky Poo camp, Snaky Poo going down at the door.
It's one of the things I dislike about the map the most, actually. You see maps like Broken Limits, they're fairly easy to turtle, but when you start going 4 or 5 offense, it does get difficult with all the exits and all the juking to keep track of a flag carrier.
For sure.
With Mesmerize, if you got 3 or 4D, you're always going to know where a flag carrier is, so...
Oh, exactly. So Snaky Poo with a grab, he's going to just hit now.
Oh,
juke him behind
juke.
1. Ooh!
Oh.
Being spotted out in the middle there. That was actually pretty cute. I've seen a couple really nice caps like that, where a guy just follows behind somebody else, and the guy's saying, you know, he's not right, he's not right. Is Snaky almost with another grab. Scott with a grab right now.
That's the kind of thing that's much easier to do against a team that are already down, when they're not going to have as much D in the flag room. We see Rices with a grab. We definitely got at least 4 offense from the blue team now, as they get pretty fast. Snaky with a counter grab. Blue team are going to get into their base low. Snaky is still in base. He's going to try and leave high left. Is he going to get spotted? I don't think he did, you know. He's going to get all the way into his base. Shots with the pickup for the blue team. This is going to be another standoff.
This is a standoff.
Red team, there's a guy in the red base, and Snaky deals with him alone. Yeah. They're going to need to win this one, or it's going to be a game. Oh, It'd be interesting to see whether red team stick to 4 cover, or stick to 3 cover, or put it to...
No, they're
an additional man in the base.
They're going to need to make something happen with under 4 minutes remaining here. I mean, on the last one, it took about 3 minutes, and they can't afford not to.
I would put shots on return right now. I would probably still leave 2D, but I'd definitely have shots trying to get that flag back.
I agree.
You want your star man trying to do that, your 1500 man. You don't want him stood in the flag room when he's been stood here for about a minute. He's not seen anybody yet.
Yeah, so we have. We
do see one in.
We've got 3 people sort of covering it right now as Snaky Poo dropping the flag.
You in red base or blue?
I'm in blue base right now watching from MP5, but it doesn't look like there's too much action. I think all of the action is going to be in the red base.
That's likely. Yeah, blue guy does get onto him, but it does get killed. I think we've got just the 2 cover. I'm not entirely sure. Snaky's still here.
Sponge right now is on returns, but he's falling back anytime he thinks that there's danger. Like, looking right now, there's 4 or 5 guys in the red base, all times. As we're going to take a peek from Kangsta's Pav, as he seems to be tenaciously attacking. Going down, though.
Yep. Get shots on return, blue.
Honestly, I might even ask my flag carrier to hide at this point. Just hide. Send everybody on return.
Too early for that. I mean, there's still 2.5 minutes, but you definitely don't still want to have 2 cover right now, which they still do. Rises and shots are both still on the flag.
Ooh, Kangster right now with the double kill, taking down 2, but not going to work when there's 4 in the base. As we're going to watch MP5.
Where's the captain? Where's the man making these decisions? Pun is the captain, and is he on TS with them?
I don't think Pun is here, so I think
okay,
Scott.
So who's going to be making these calls?
Oh, we have a blue sneaking in. Oh my goodness. Kangsta again with a really good opportunity.
A Snaky gets in on the flag carrier. A couple of misses. He does get killed by MP5.
Yeah, so...
The Snaky's still on the odd return. I guess Snaky's solo return?
I feel like... Well, I've seen Sponge pushing occasionally. I feel like when you're in MP5 shoes, it's so tough when somebody does actually come in, because, you know, you're taking off guard.
Sponge holding the flag now. Booth definitely in base. Ramdrop definitely in base. NP probably chasing anyone he sees. Scott gets in with an ultra kill, doesn't hit the monster. Gangsta's in, gets a double kill. But honestly, why have we still only got 2 guys returning this flag? You need this cap.
Yeah,
looking at Shots. Shots still covering.
I mean, Shots is going to need to do something. We've got a minute.
Rises is now on return. Rises gets...
Oh, this could be it!
He hugs the flag carrier and misses the shot.
Kangsta
makes the return.
Kangsta coming up big!
Denied in the flag room. Shots makes the shot. Caps it up. Ties it up at 1-1. There will be overtime.
There will be blood. That was intense right there. I figured Kangsta was going to be my man. I mean, based on all the attempts we had right there, as Scott's going to try to make a grab right now. 1-1. There is life in Adopt's legs right now.
They got to be feeling really good about that.
Oh yeah, this could have been really, really depressing to lose that one. But, you know, all it takes is one guy to squeak past, and you can get that return.
Yep.
We had some players whiffing, as we got a pick up from Scott as he's trying to create some separation. Not able to do it. So, 1-1, we're going to be going into overtime right now. What is your prediction? Who's walking away with this one, Mr. Monk?
I mean, the red team have looked favorites all map. They're making a lot more frags, but the blue team just clutching those key moments.
Yeah, like blue just has the stuff to get it done right now, as Scott's trying to dilly-dally in their base.
Yep. Just having a quick look at the Raise Your Weapon Hodor matchup, and Hodor also 1-0 up on Mesmerize with 6 minutes remaining.
Okay. What do you think? Should we try to catch the tail end of that one, or...?
It's up to you. This one should get pretty intense in about 5 minutes or so, but as we've seen most of this map, I guess we should try and see it out.
Yeah, okay. How about this? The dying minutes, I'll switch over.
To the dying minutes, yeah.
Yeah. As we're watching, looks like red is playing more in base right now. I don't know if that's something that they discussed. As we are gonna have
I've played against Hodor on this map, and they were really good. It was a nightmare.
Yeah. So we've got a good boost right now. Kingston making it halfway. Gonna be collapsed on by Ramdrop. There were 2 blue there. That was a really strong opportunity right now. But not able to collapse or
capitalize.
Yeah, capitalize. That's the word I was going for. Thank you right now. I'm a bit slow as we're gonna watch Unreal Shots get back in position. Snaky Poo with a grab. Snaky Poo going down right away. That was a really, really good chance. And I mean, that would be such a feel-good moment. Being down 1-0 in the dying minutes of the game, walking away with a 2-1 lead. As NP also going to go down right now. So I think this is Get Wrecked or Die Trying's map to lose. They've definitely looked better. They definitely had the advantage. But, you know, It's overtime. With that turtle-type strategy, it can go any way, really.
Yeah, I don't even think they turtled it that bad, you know.
They turtled it. Look, I was flying around. I saw what happened. It's Sponge right now with an opportunity, not making it.
It's gonna get a pickup with 2 of them there still. MP with the pickup had Snaky there for cover. He's gonna try and get out. He is gonna get out. He's stuck on the wall for ages.
So we've got the MP cam right now. I hate that, man. Going backwards, just getting caught on something. And each second you're stuck there, there's one more blue guy shooting at you. So we're going to watch MP make it into the base. Drops one guy, but gets dropped by Rysis. So we were looking at the frags earlier. Right now, MP's sitting at 148, well ahead of anybody. Rysis at 120. But I think it's more impressive for the offense to be fragging hard than the defense on a map like this.
You're probably going to see that more often though, because you can just get in there high and spawn kill and stuff like that.
It's true. As Snaky's going to get in, MP's going to get in, but Unreal Shots is going to close the door on them. As we're going to switch over to the blue offense, see from their perspective. So Raise Your Weapon in Hodor is 1-1 as well. So it looks like the weapon raisers are equalizing that one. We've got 1-1 on both games of Mesmerize right now.
Yeah, they tied it up.
That's what Rusty2280 told me, and I believe that, man.
Oh, there you go.
Do you think this adjustment was on purpose, as Ramdrop is now playing back closer to the base? As MP5 is going to get a grab right now, running into all sorts of trouble.
I think the red team have been defending pretty deep most of the game, haven't they?
I thought Ramdrop was pushed up for the first half.
Possibly.
Maybe I was wrong. I mean, maybe his team's saying, you know, too many dudes coming in. Also, just to point out, MP5 has been the frag leader for Adapt right now, so he's having a bit of a lackluster performance thus far. But I mean, if he's able to bring in a winning cap, who cares about frags?
Yeah, I mean, the frag differential is huge right now. Get wrecked, probably 100 frags up.
Yeah.
MP5 with a nice grab. He's going to get out low.
Picked up
nice
by
pickup from Kangster,
briefly, but yeah.
Fleeting.
I'm going to set up for the blue base as Scott goes down. Looking at grabs right now, we've got 25, 32 on the red side, 34 on the blue side, so fairly equal on that front. As right now, Scott going down quickly. Both flags going down. So this has really been a battle between, you know, guys like Unreal Shots and Ramdrop. Just keeping the flag on the stand as Snaky Poo going down right away.
Do you want to stick with this, or do you want to hop into the remains of the other game? The only thing I'm thinking is we're probably going to spend more time watching these teams rather than watching Acrony next map, so we could possibly give the other game a bit of airtime.
Yeah, we could do that.
I'm not really up for watching an Acrony over a command.
I'm up for whatever. As we've got the Snaky cam. How about this? We're going to give him 2 more minutes as we're getting a grab right now from Sponge. Yep. Sponge making it to the door. Making it a quarter of the way. Might get picked up right now.
Ooh.
Shots closing it down. So we're going to give this game 2 more minutes, and then we are going to give the weapon raisers a bit of love against my main man, Hodor. As Shots with a nifty shot on Sponge right there. We're going to have 2 red coming in through the top.
I see you've done your research and you're not calling them hotter anymore.
Hotter? It's hotter, isn't it?
It's not.
As Scott right now trying to get fancy, killing Scott, or killing Snakey.
Oh,
sorry.
nice kills! Two really nice clutch denies.
It's still live. It's still live.
Clutch deny.
As
this is really good.
Yeah. Rice is with the pickup right now. Rice is going down. MP5 with the pickup. This could be game right now. As it's going down on the flag. Snakey with the return!
They're going to be melting down. Snakey trying for the counter cap. They have the whole team in their base. It's going to get denied. MP5 will be asking who the fuck boosted him past the flag. Snakey and MP making a run out low with 2 cover.
Flag going down right now. Wowzers.
Wow.
Snakey Poo, on this day you have made us proud.
I didn't see where he came in from, but that was a bit of choke.
That was major choke.
Well, I guess not really choke. They're just boosting trying to get the guy in, but as Kangster gets an unseen grab, he picks up 1 cover that gets down straight away.
So right now, some really good pressure from both teams. As we've got Sponge going down. I really hate how when I switch to the flag, it shows me the bottom perspective of it. I mean, there's a couple things that can fix this. One of them would be XE spec. But there's just a couple problems with it that, you know, it's probably not ready to be used yet. But I'm going to look into working on that for the semifinals and some of the future streams. Just because the spectator controls in UT99, man, there's so much more that we should be able to do.
Yep.
We're watching from shots right now. Bit boring watching from shots. I'm going to switch to Snakey soon. As we're going to get a grab right now from MP. MP not able to make it too far. As we've got a grab on the other side from Kangsta. Kangsta looks like he juked one. He's going back.
Oh, there's the problem trying to juke on Mesmerize.
Yeah, pretty tough. As Kangsta, as I said, this guy's just tenacious. He's going back in there. He wants another cap. Tell me a bit about Kangsta. I mean, I know a bit about him. Do you know him from back in the day, Monk? So we've got grabs on both ends. Maybe hold that thought.
Yep, Snaky with a nice juke. They completely lost Snaky. Snaky gets spotted now and returned. No, I don't know too much about him. I would have played a little bit with him back in the day, but there were enough players that you didn't really know everybody way back then.
Yeah. I would have known everybody as Kangsta going in, and apparently Sens and Paleface and Pulip bringing in the game-winning cap for RYW.
Yep.
And so I think we'll switch over. What's their second map again?
Acrony.
Acrony. Oh god, I feel like there might be a record low in caps captured on stream today. As Kangsta's going down.
I don't know who put that in the map list.
I mean, truth be told, some of the best highlights of the season have come from Acrony. So whoever put that map in the map list, that man's a genius. As
I would say 99% cap of the season was on Mesmerize until that final boost.
It's true. As Sponge right now, making a bit of ground, not getting too far.
It's a really impressive team cap. And then it wasn't a cap.
The cap that never was. As Scott right now, making it a quarter of the way. MP5 with the pickup though, making it almost halfway. Booth with the return. So shots pushed up a bit. You know, he was smelling blood. He was ready to try capitalize on that if he was able to make it a dodge or two farther.
Shots and Rices both step it up. Now it's 62, 63 FE on D. And the blue offense have clawed their FEs up a bit as well.
That's good.
Everything balancing a bit more now. I think the Blues are probably appreciating this overtime for a bit of a warm-up.
Indeed, as we've got a grab right now from Sponge, trying to make it up that high right. Not able to do it. Yeah, it's almost a bit Spirit-esque in the sense that you grab the flag and they can just collapse on you from everywhere as well. Like, there's nowhere really to...
You can't even, like, cover yourself.
It's kind of control meets Spirit, as we're going to watch Snaky Poo go down. And I will take a vote right now from the audience. Switch to Acrony or continue with this 1-1?
Let's go and see a bit of Acrony, I guess. That's my thoughts. Give him some airtime.
Give him some airtime. Show him some love.
We're probably not going to top that cap that they didn't cap.
The cap that never was. Dude, the Naked Man cap that never was. That still gives me nightmares. Naked Man! As we've got grabs on both sides, neither of them getting off the flag stand, and it is time to check out Acrony.
Yeah, I hate Acrony, but yeah, we should just give the other team a view before the other matches start. Which should be soonish, I guess.
Should be soonish. You handling maps right now for those fine
I'm not, but I guess I should be.
That would be wonderful.
That is a good point.
Thank you, Sir Monk.
That's okay. I'll be back.
As right now we're switching over to Acrony. It is 0-0. Raise your weapon, taking map 1. If my lovely assistant Hulk Smash could update the description, that would be wonderful. As this one here, I'm actually just going to fly around Acrony quickly. You have the flag in the base, and
Rain playing offense on this map. Interesting.
That actually is interesting, as we see that they have some uniformity with their skins. But the thing about Acrony is, once you're able to get to mid, it's okay, but just making it to this point here is extremely difficult. Once you get to here, you can take it for a toss-up into the middle, you can cross into your base, and there's even ways that, you know, you can dodge and get funky and leave out through high, yada yada. As Sturm going down with the grab right now, so this is the overall
Getting that far is the hard bit, though. You're a couple of dodges until you're out of view.
Yeah, so I'm just going to leave my cam in the middle so that I'm ready to catch action wherever it happens. And we are going to spectate from... Who should we start with? I figure we get the rain cam.
Yep. Sounds good to me.
As the crowd is chanting for my serious streaming face, I can't do it.
No, don't do it.
I used up all my seriousness. I'm now jovial, Paco. You guys just can't see the big smile on my face. As Rain putting in work, notching some kills, waiting for his buddy to link up with him, but unable to go very far. As he's gonna hop into a wall. I feel like he's hitting his back arrow as much as he's hitting his forward arrow right now, but I believe in Rain. I believe in him so hard, as he's gonna notch a nice kill right there on Angus. Angus falling back, I'm sure. I think the key to grabbing on Acrony is to attack through high, as Rain's not having any luck. But going through low, you're just gonna bump into so many people, you're gonna be called out all the time. The best way to do it, in my opinion, is through high. As we're about to switch off the Rain cam. If people want to see so-and-so's cam, let me know and I'll switch over to them. I figure the most likely to create magic as Rain misses a back shot is going to be Rain, as we've got Pull-Up grabbing going down. Got back to camera back on Pull-Up, as Pull-Up doing what Pull-Up does. He's waiting for people to come in and grab before he's going to push up again. One guy behind the base. Get him, Pull-Up, as, oh my god, Pull-Up spotting a walking knockout dad. Alright, we've got chance for the Angus cam. Here we go, Angus, this is your moment. Angus getting backshot by Paleface, not relishing the spotlight, as we're gonna get a grab from Sturm right now going straight low, which, that might work in a pug. But in a match with all the fallback, it's going to be pretty tough. So we're on Sturm right now. Let's see what Paleface is doing. Looks like Paleface is playing defense, or either that or it's the lamest offense I've seen in my life. As we are almost 5 minutes into this match right now. We have only 2 grabs right now, both of them coming from Sturm. Angus right now being skunked on offense.
Paleface, actually historically a D player. Played D pretty much his entire clan-based career.
I actually knew that, but then I feel like he got a taste of offense and he just never wanted to go back. But I guess
but he doesn't really play offense. He just kind of frags everything.
Yeah, so I guess Rain taming the beast right now, saying, "Paleface, look, man, You gotta
You
play
don't actually
defense.
need that, well, that fragging on offense on Acrony, because Paleface has found a nice spot where he can just spawn kill someone who's been high.
As right now, Sen's getting a lot of kills. None of them too useful, as he's going to try sneak in with the grab right now. Really nice shot right there. Sen's was the guy who I called as the X Factor. Killing a lot of guys going into base. Killing even more, but I mean, you kill that many people, you're going to alert too many people on the blue team.
Yep.
He's no bueno, as we've got a grab right now from Rain. Going down, not making it off the stand. Pull up with the pickup. Sturm right now with the third grab. The only blue player to actually make it into the red base and grab. So the excitement and the activity on this map, I'd say it's about a 2.5 out of 10 right now, as Sturm looks like he got confused and was turning the wrong way. Do we have any updates from that first match, by the way?
Still 1-0.
Alright. So not missing too much. As Sturm trying to sneak him past here. I mean, I'm watching his moves right now, and I'm kind of surprised that he's the only one grabbing.
Yeah, 3 grabs. I guess there's probably a lot of chase.
Angus right now with a grab. There's 3 guys there falling back on him. He does not really have much of an angle to work with. Takes down Rain. Trying to work out the side here. Just too many red to contend with.
That was a pretty good run.
That was a pretty decent run for sure. I mean, he created some separation. If he was able to get 1 or 2 more dodges, you know.
Yeah.
That's when
I was specking Sense, and he was in the enemy team's low, and he just turned around as soon as that grab was made.
Oh yeah, because I guess the problem with a map like Acrony and so many of the maps on the map list, if you go down 1-0, it can be a death sentence, and that's in my opinion one of the biggest problems with iCTF right now.
Yeah, it's so crucial to fall back because you know once you're down.
Well, there's just no penalty for it, as Sturm's gonna make it almost to the middle, not quite. But I think that's one of the biggest problems with iCTF right now, and it's gonna be one of the biggest problems going forward. Even looking at UT4, I mean, we have a community, we like the game, we're streaming, we're keeping up with it right now. But the meta and the gameplay in iCTF, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, it's a bit boring. Something needs to be done about it. We've tried maps, we've tried a couple alternatives. I just think any team that can be rewarded for mass turtling and mass defense, that's a bit of a broken game type.
Yep.
Also, the chat saying if Diamond Sword didn't make the cut, how did Acrony make the cut? Diamond Sword did make the cut. Welcome to the chat, Murder. As Angus right now with another grab, not able to make it too far. But I think that's actually going to be a big problem for the community going forwards. I mean, a lot of us like iCTF. We're able to pull in about 240 signups. We're still playing it 15 years in, but just the meta and the game type, it's broken. So what can be done? How can we fix it? What can we do looking towards UT4 to make it even better? Those are going to be big questions over the next couple months as that game continues to develop. As let's switch back to the Rain cam. I feel like if anybody's going to crack this shell right now, it's going to be Rain. Rain or Sense. Is Rain not able to stick any shots? We are almost at the halfway mark, 9 minutes in. 0-0 as Rain's going to get a nifty double kill. Going down to Sturm, I mean, both teams' offense really falling back right now. Got 6 grabs for Hodor, and we have 8 for Raise Your Weapon. So, not a high grab, high activity map.
No.
But we shall see. Who knows? Maybe things will get crazy. Maybe they'll blow things wide open.
We will have another couple of matches starting in 7 or so minutes.
Yeah, so I'm actually going to pull the plug right now on this Acrony game. Just not enough happening. We're going back to Mesmerize.
Yeah, that's Acrony as Rain gets a haven't denied.
Alright, so we are back. Looking at the frag tallies right now. As Kangster right now with a grab. Kangster going down. That one was out to the middle as Booth's going to get the return. Shots also with the return, so the grabs are a lot higher, the frags are a lot higher, as MP5 is going to go down. I'm going to keep the Kangsta cam up just for a bit. We are in overtime of the first map, actually, between these two teams, so...
We're currently at 41 minutes.
41 minutes, not bad. But yeah, I'm going to be starting some topics on the forums. People should start brainstorming, though, you know, what needs to be done to fix iCTF as a game type. As Kangsta hitting some nice shots. He's going to dodge in and go for the grab. He's got a buddy in. Scott going down. Kangsta with the pickup. Kangsta going down right now. Both flags returned. As I'm going to work up here. Let's see the MP cam. He's still actually leading the server in frags. It's not as convincing as it was before. He's sitting at 272. Kangsta's behind him with 230. Only plus 42 this deep into the match. So, also there's been a comment that, you know, nothing needs to be done. Pugs flow perfectly fine. The fact that you need rules to regulate how you can and can't play a pug is, that's a problem, as Sponge is going to go down. I mean, almost any other game, you go to play a game of Counter-Strike, it's, you know, you click in, you can pretty much do whatever, except that Fnatic boost.
Yeah.
But,
oh yeah, I mean, the pugs flowing fine is because of the rules, not because of the game type.
The fact that you need, you know, rules on etiquette, for me, is a broken game type. You know, bringing in players from other games, guys from Shoot Mania, guys from Counter-Strike, all of them are surprised, as Scott's going to get a grab right now. Making it out a quarter of the way, Snaky Poo denying him, doing his Dikembe finger wag. His MP5 is going to chariot, not going to get too far.
Yeah, no, the standard, like, oh, nothing needs to change, people just need to be better at team play answer is pretty old, and, I mean, it's, we've had enough seasons to prove that it's completely stupid now.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's stupid, but we're all masochists. We sign up for it. I mean, shit, we even tune into it. So, as we're going to get a grab right now from Scott. It looks like Snaky might get one on the other end as well. Snaky Poo with the grab right now. He's got two guys on him, trying to create distance, can't make any separation. 1-0, raise your weapon on Acrony, apparently, so it looks like we missed out on that, as Snaky Poo's gonna get another grab, almost getting picked up. Got the Snaky Poo cam. Snaky Poo's gonna deliver magic, I believe. I believe in a thing called love, and it's Snaky Poo. As Sponge also with a grab right now. He's gonna have some buddies coming in. He needs to jump right now. That's poor execution from Sponge, as that is gonna get P picked up by Ram Drop right now. This could be the game winner, as the flag is going down. Kangsta with the return, and I am really annoyed with the spectator right now. But for example, that's the second time that we've seen it, as we're gonna watch Kangsta flying in right now, going for the grab. If your guy is here and you have somebody behind you, just jump. We saw Snaky doing a bit of a wiggle, or Sponge doing a bit of a wiggle, making it impossible. That was really unfortunate. MP was there. He had a perfect angle to boost him from. That could have been the game. The defense was also there, ready to push up, as Sponge is going to get another grab. See what he can do, as grab on the other end, not making it anywhere. Scott right now, grabbing, not making it anywhere. We give Scott some love, as... So the problem right now is when the flag is on the stand, I can view it nicely. When it's off the stand and I try to hit my fine flag bind, I just get this horrible, horrible angle that I can't switch from. As we're going to see a Blue putting a bunch of pressure right now. Snaky trying to get crafty as well on the other end. He gets
head stumped.
NP right now, killing one, denied from the middle.
He was trying to sneak out behind that guy. He was doing it fine, but then he decided to slow up and got jumped on from behind.
NP monster killing right now. Monster kill not enough.
No, sir.
So, Darkside asking who should be in, me or Scott. I mean, we're already 45 minutes into the game. We want this one to end within the hour, not 2 hours, so I'm going to go with my boy Scott.
NP is No Pain.
Yes.
Another Swedish player.
Guy is ridiculously good. He was actually a last-minute sign-up. He didn't know if he was going to have time to play, if he was going to be rusty. But based on his frags right now, he's hit 300. He's sitting at 304. Not rusty at all. You could put a 2280 at the end of his name, but he wouldn't be rusty. A Sponge hitting a nice kill right there, making it about halfway. MP5 with the return. As it is 3-0 right now for Raise Your Weapon on the other map. It's a bit of a rout. I guess we left.
Yeah, once you're 1-0. Once you're 1-0 down, you gotta push.
You gotta push, yeah. So, MP5 with a monster kill as we're watching from Shots' view.
If it's 3-0, it's already over.
Yeah, it's definitely over. Especially with, if you saw how they were playing. Ay.
Yeah. 3-0, 3D.
So, I like how these guys had the early match, yet they might be up very late. Who can say? This match could go on for a really long time. As we're gonna almost have Scott sneak in. So, we've got another grab from Sponge. I'm just thinking back to all these missed opportunities. I mean, unlike Acrony, there's actually been a decent amount of action, but just not capitalizing it. Scott's going to try to sneak in. Watching a couple of red go past him. I don't know what he's doing here, as all that was for naught, as Booth coming in and shooting him from behind. Snaky also going down. Kangsta with a grab. At a certain point, these guys have got to be feeling kind of lousy, as Sponge also going down. I mean, I know for me, my wrist starts to hurt after about an hour of playing uninterrupted. I learned that from some of the ITDM marathons. So, Snaky with a grab. So, sorry, what were you going to say?
They're actually got a cap back. With 5 offense. Yeah, it's 3-1. But they've still only got 2 minutes to cap another 2, or we're going to see Raise Your Weapon into the semifinals.
Alright, you know what? We're going to nip back and catch the tail end of that game. As we've got Sturm with a grab right now. I clicked on the perfect mana. Sturm's going to make it halfway low.
Ooh.
Not able to have his team pick it up. I don't like that. I've said it multiple times on stream. I really don't like when a team does that. Senz is just going to try to kill a bit of time behind the base here. There's no incentive for him to really try to push this flag. There's going to be guys trying to fall back on him. They're not going to be pushing. This is a really tactical and smart move. He's also making it out completely undisturbed, as he's going to flip low. Not sure if I agree with it. Has 2 guys there to cover him, as he's going to try to put the nail in the coffin. As right now, Loke with the impressive return. Good job to Loke. Angus with a grab right now. Angus going down. That was a really nice run from Senz there. As we're going to watch from Angus as his team desperately tries to stay alive.
Yeah. Tough luck for Angus. His first pick is not here.
Oh wow, he's doing this without Nate. Yeah, that's...
Without Nate, yeah.
I've got to say, to have the match be so close without Nate here, that's good on Angus. Good job, Hodor.
Where was that shot from? Who made that shot on the flight kill? Apparently Sturm with an amazing flight kill.
Yeah, as right now, there's 25 seconds. I don't know what they're doing. Bug right now circles strafing by their flag. You've got to go, Bug. They don't have time to win it now. They could maybe get another cap.
Nate, notorious no-shower? Or is he not? Did I get that wrong?
He's had his ups and downs.
Yeah.
He has definitely had his ups and downs.
This is not the first time?
This is not the first time. But I think throughout the season, he had pretty good availability. So, you know...
Oh, yeah, no, I know. I'm not saying he's not showing deliberately, but...
Oh yeah, so I mean, missing a game, it's not good as raise your weapon is going to advance. And we can actually switch back and not much has actually changed in this one.
You're normally a little bit less depressed after a loss when you have to play without your first pick because you're kind of going into it thinking, well, if we win this, it's a bonus.
I feel like how that's all my losses have been the past little bit. Always missing somebody.
That is not true.
Always missing somebody. Name me the last time I lost where I wasn't missing somebody.
Estom, peak low.
Oh my god. I meant matches, my friend.
You
matches.
missed a lot of people. You missed me a lot of times.
Yeah, I said, hey, Monk, make fair teams. Okay, I'm going to get 4 really good people and pair them up with you. As we've got some tension between
really
the commentators. We're
really good people.
We're 51 minutes in right now, and I think me and Monk are going to strangle each other if we're going to be forced to stay in this booth for too much longer. Is Kangsta getting a grab? This could be something, but it's not. Ram drop with the return. Unreal shots making it back to base, killing Snaky Poo in the process. So, let me know when the other matches are going to start, and I will get back to them, as we're also going to need a bit of an update on the scoreboard here as well, as we're going back and forth. Apologies to the female in the truck. We're doing a bit of back and forth, so I'd imagine it'd be tough to keep up with this. As Shots playing a bit pushed up, gonna spot Snaky. Snaky not getting anywhere. Shots with the killing spree. Snaky putting an end to it. Let's see it, Snaky Poo. I want to see Snaky go man mode. He has it in him. He's gonna drop one, go down to the other.
Yeah, there's been some crazy overtime scores.
As Sponge going down, we're looking at the frag count. NP right now leading with 353. Ram drops in at 273. Kangsta at 294. So pretty much everybody with a ridiculously high frag tally, as it looks like Snaky actually reconnected in the process. As we're gonna get a grab from him. Yep. What can you do, Snaky Poo? Apparently nothing, as Kangsta right now also going down. Both flags safe.
I'll be honest, I don't really know about my scores because I normally go to bed after like 20 minutes of overtime. That's me done for the evening.
You done? You've had enough?
Well, no, I mean these 3-hour orbital overtimes. I was never actually around to see the end of them.
I was there. It wasn't good.
Yeah, I remember Mr. Grins was there streaming it all. Poor guy. Got a Klondike started. If you want to switch to that.
We might. Who's playing right now, actually? Between...
that's Power, the PPs and Lethal Formula.
Okay, we will be switching over. We're going to give this one maybe 2 or 3 more minutes to finish up. And if not, we are going to hop servers. What's the other game going on as well after that?
That is also Mesmerize.
Oh my god, no.
No.
No, just no. As I feel like we're so deep into this one. What do you guys want? Do you guys want to switch? Do you guys want to hang around on this one? What do people want as Snaky Poo's going down?
I want to see some action on a good map to watch.
Okay. This one has 2 more minutes and then we're
Sonny doing his low route where nobody spots him thing that he managed in Play of the Week season. Week 2? Week 3? I forget.
Did he cap? Should I switch?
He did not. You should still switch though. I've already seen 3 flags mid in 1 minute.
Alright. This is the last possible run as MP5 is going to go down. NP is going to go down. And we are going to bid Mesmerize adieu. This one might actually still be going at the end of it.
Yeah, we'll be fine.
We'll be fine. Okay, so... As we are going to switch the POV.
Fail getting a good look out low. It's denied in mid.
Denied.
At least if there's 6 hours of overtime, Grins will be back.
Oh yeah, that's the bright side.
It's a plus thing.
I'm actually filling in for Mr. Grins. As you can tell, my camera work is a bit shoddy compared to his. However, we shall see.
Yeah. So we got a crazy amount of pressure going down from Sunny. No surprises really. 5 grabs in 4 minutes on Klondike. And a couple of them have already been really good looks as well.
Yeah, so right now, looking at it, looks like Apocalypse and Kyle Wins are the main grabbers. We see...
Well, with 1 and 2,
with 1 and 2, they're the main ones, but I mean, compared to Sunny,
yeah.
they're the Sunny answer.
Yeah. Humpty with 4 flight kills, presumably falling back on those. More flight kills than both of his deep. That's actually been a feature of the power plays, is the well-timed fallback from particularly Kyle, but other members of the offense.
So, Sunny right now, not doing too much. God bless you, Sunny. Also, apparently...
I mean, his stats will never look amazing, but he's going to get chances.
Yeah, so apparently Adapt just saved one in their base the second we switched. So this is bad news bears.
That would have been more upsetting, watching another nearly cap.
I could have dug it. As Sunny right now is going to get a grab. Juking back, getting 1 kill, dropping down Killer Eye. He's got cover up high middle. He's going to make it out high mid.
He's going to stay high. I don't know about that play. Key with the return.
As that was no bueno.
Well, that was close.
I think in that moment there, he should have definitely flipped. Like, once you see you have a guy shooting at you from the side, I mean, the guy's going to have maybe 2 or 3 shots on you. Unless you're really confident that you're going to take him down. Probably better to go for a swapperoo, as we're going to watch from Fisk right now. Fisk, one of the better defenders, as Apocalypse is going to sneak in. We'll actually get the Apoc cam going right now. As actually Kyle with the grab also going down. So we're going to have Kova and Fisk playing defense for the lethal formula. That's been a pretty good pairing so far. As actually Apoc's going to make it out halfway right. He's got some cover there. Getting fallen back from high mid. Kyle Wins also going down. Fail with the return. Just a swarm of red coming out to collapse on it. So that was a good opportunity there.
The shame actually, he messed up one of his dodges, dodged into the wall. That was crucial.
Oh, he knew what he was doing.
Would have been another step further.
He's a Portuguese iCTF player. They always dodge into walls. As Zane right now going in, swarm of blue there to cut him off. We've got the Zane cam going. He is insane in the membrane. I'm sorry. As we can see, he's already turned around, falling back, making sure everything's clear. Getting Juan kill. Just hanging around high mid, not doing too much. So we are 7.5 minutes into this one, 0-0. We have a bit of grabs. I mean, I guess 5 on the one side and 9 on the other. So Lethal Formula putting on a bit more pressure, but still anybody's game really at this point. We're watching from Fisk. We're probably gonna have a grab. Perhaps
yeah, the
not.
grabs. Both the teams definitely tightened up. The grabs has not been very many for the past sort of 3 or 4 minutes.
Yeah, once you called me in, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Pretty much. I am just the bearer of bad news. People hear Paco's joining the server, and they don't want it. As look at that right now. I was actually thinking Humpty was playing really dirty. With a wall of red like that, That's going to be pretty tough to get past. Kyle wins with a grab right now. Just turning the corners really quickly, going down.
Pretty close.
Gonna be red there to cut him off. That's what you got to do. If you dilly-dally and fart around in the base, they will fall back. They will cut you off. You've got to have a quick entry, quick exit. We're watching from Kova. My main man. I was actually going to pick Kova in the round that I picked Spriggan. Spriggan was a really good pick for me as well, though. But that's who I was eyeing as my secondary defender with the Junkyard Boy. As Fail's gonna get a grab right now, going down quickly. As Humpty right now with a grab, not making it too far. What do you think of the idea, Monk, of a translocator in Instagib? You like
Depends
it?
how it works. Like, I don't know.
This Fail's got a grab right now. He's got cover on the side here. Not able to make it up. Cud with the return. Cud, you are such a monster. I feel like a translocator could go a long way to, you know, helping the pace and the tempo of the game. I mean, right now it takes maybe...
I think it would, yeah. Probably
50...
be a bit more ping dependent than it otherwise is right now, but...
Possibly. I just think that,
give the Americans an even bigger ping advantage.
Oh, absolutely. But, I mean, right now it takes, you know, 10, 12 seconds to get a grab. If you've got a translocator, you can actually half that. So...
Yep. Cud with 65 F.I, Cud a new member of the BenQ 144 Hertz Club.
Oh, did he actually get a BenQ?
He did, just in time for playoffs.
Oh my god. Mr. Cuddles.
Some serious business,
So,
the playoffs.
if I knew that, I might have actually predicted the PPs to win this. I predicted lethal formula. I didn't know that Cud was on the BenQ. God damn it. And Sunny right now, we're watching him, he's ultra killing, which means there's going to be a lot of guys back here to kill him. Where's your inner stealth, Sunny?
Yeah, really hard map to sneak in on. He does get a nice multi-kill, but then...
Gary right now with a nice double. I don't know if he didn't spot Kova. Kova just flipped right by him. Didn't even acknowledge him. He had to know that he was going to shoot him in the back, or maybe he was just resigned to his fate. Who knows? As we've got the Humpty cam going. I almost called it the Chumpty cam. That would have been rude. So, watching from Zane, bad luck as he...
Timeout called by Humpty. Something going wrong on the blue team. Somebody's lagged out, I guess.
Something amiss.
Cud was stood still, like, could be it. I don't know if he was just capping the flag from a different direction. I guess Cud was lagged out.
Yeah, who knows.
EPs do have Fizar as their sixth man. Reasonable sixth man.
Yeah, not bad. I know he was not too happy about being a starter. I don't know if he's even here today. But
about not being a starter, you mean?
Yeah, I think he's definitely a starter in this league, so I can see how.
Yeah, he was a little bit unfortunate because his salary was like the fourth highest on the team, but they got a couple of steals in Key and Cud, so.
Yeah, I mean,
that was the way.
Definitely deserves to start as well.
That was the way that Carl wanted to go with it.
Yeah, well, I was actually in a similar situation. I had several starters on my team. As I'm drinking tea right now, you should be proud.
That's good.
Yeah, I'm all about that.
Is it because you're sick?
No, I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm bouncing back. Now that I'm here with all of y'all, y'all are my medicine. As Fisk is gonna hold very sportsmanlike conduct from them right now, as they are waiting for Cud to come back. I actually, you know what? That's not even a golf clap. This is just a real big clap right now, as they are going to give them a bit more time. The power play, ironically, is receiving a bit more time from Lethal Formula.
Yeah.
So
Cud lagged out of TS, rejoined and then lagged out again 30 seconds later. So
yeah, so good sportsmanship.
Either some connection or some PC issues. He hasn't come back yet, so we may be seeing Pfizer or Slider stepping in.
Yeah, they might have to, and that's going to be bad luck for them, as I'm actually going to switch back to this Mesmerize game just to show people the punishment these guys are subjecting themselves to. We've got MP sitting at 450 frags.
Did you press escape?
Oh shit, did I? Oh god.
Yeah.
Oh god. Oh god.
Yep. You definitely unpaused that game for them.
Oh god.
Yep.
Oh god. How do I get back? Can you help me? Can you pause it?
It's fine.
You got it?
Gary got it, yeah.
Ooh. That is that's my bad. I want to apologize.
It's a little bit your bad. A little bit.
It's a little bit.
Luckily Slider has stepped in as soon as you unpaused it. But still you kind of removed their opportunity to hold.
Yeah. So
yeah.
If you could
Yeah. You'll be hearing about that one from Kyle later.
Yeah, I definitely will. That's my bad. I apologize.
That's fine.
Admin of the season. So I knocked Sunny into the slime. I unpaused this game.
Did you actually knock Sunny into the slime?
Yeah, you just don't watch the YouTube, do you? So I've been.
No, I did not.
I've been a walking calamity. I apologize to everyone.
How did you do that?
I was an autopause problem.
Oh.
I'm gonna get the snaky cam on. Did their game start back up again, by the way? As we've got MP5 making it a quarter of the way.
Yep, we're live.
You guys are live again?
We are. Slider's coming for Cud.
Okay.
Be interesting to see what they've done about their D. I would imagine Slider isn't on D.
I'm scared to show my face in that game right now after that. Ugh.
Yeah.
Snaky with a grab. Sorry, as he's gonna make it a quarter of the way. We are now 67 minutes into this one. We'll be keeping up with this game. This game looks like there might be a lot of juice left in it. So somebody's hand is gonna fall off before the end of it. His MP5 goes down, shot showing he's got the endurance. These guys are really gonna be in a rough spot for map 2. As I am now back. And I've got the Humpty cam. As Slider's going to drop right now, it looks like Cud is hopefully going to be coming in. You've got to be careful on that swap.
Comes in and spec. Then comes in as a player.
That's a forfeit.
Yep.
As we've got the Zane cam going. Looking from Fisk. 0-0. I've got 99 problems, but people just not capturing an iCTF is one. As Humpty's got a grab, he's going to try to relieve some of my problems. Duking behind, almost with a nice move, but being called out. I'm sure Sunny would have turned around there.
Yeah.
Bad news is Sunny with a grab right now. Let's see what he can do. Getting 1, going back out low. Getting 2. Can't stick the 3rd as Cud with the 144 Hertz of Wonder coming in for the return. We've got 5 minutes remaining. We're deadlocked at 0 in one of the slowest pace iCTF quarterfinals of all time. As Kyle's gonna try to sneak out low. Not able to do it.
I had high hopes for this game.
I think our best bet is going to be the command game if they can ever get off Mesmerize. As Kyle's going to try to get out low again. Such a tease. Here we're talking about we don't want to watch Acrony, and ironically, Acrony is over and done with.
We've actually got a command coming up next for the Archangels versus the Haymakers, both with really strong offenses. So
yeah, we're gonna be
switching
to that. Let me know when I can get to that game.
They're playing right now, Mesmerize.
Okay. All right.
Let me know Haymakers are 1-0 up.
Okay, let me know when Mesmerize is over, because I am mesmerized out. As Sunny with a grab right now. Getting a double kill. Really nifty. Kyle wins ultra killing, though, not allowing them to come back. Kyle with a grab of zone, actually, as Humpty's putting on the pressure. So we've got a flurry of activity. not much coming from it.
Shotman saying we should add some gnarlies to mid. That's a good shout.
Honestly, I've done
Carlin's
enough.
making a grab out low.
I've done enough sabotage. I can't afford to summon the nollies.
Yeah.
As Kyle's almost gonna get his pickup on that, as I guess they were wary to return it since Apocalypse was hanging out in the base. 0-0, 3 minutes, 30 seconds remaining. Who is going to get the cap? Who will win 1-0? Not Apocalypse on that run, as Kyle seems to have kicked it up a notch. He's up to 12 grabs right now, sitting at 98 kills, 51 efficiency.
If anybody remembers DTF Bedroom's SA, that if you shot the birds, it's gnarlies in, or some sort of gnarly warrior in mid.
Yeah, I remember that. I would always shoot the birds. I was a dick.
I would shoot the birds.
The birds, as Gary right now trying to match Kyle's intensity, unable to do it. Looking at the lethal formula offense, I mean, Sunny's been great with 12 grabs. Is Epoxy gonna get one right now?
Oh,
Humpty
nice
dropping
cover
down.
from Humpty. Got a
Yeah.
little bit blocked by Kyle, which was unfortunate. They both went for that at the same time.
Typical Kyle. But right now, Sunny's been great. Zane and Fail are gonna need to do more. As right on cue, we've got Fail going out the side, making it to middle, getting boosted. He's almost making it to his base.
Good pick up by Sunny. Gonna get into low. Gonna be a 1-0.
Sunny making it
We
1-0.
Is that like our first cap we've seen? Maybe?
That is one of the first caps we've seen. We've seen some returns. We've seen all sorts of crazy stuff, as the power play is definitely going to need to put on a lot of offensive pressure.
You will probably see 5 offense now. I doubt you'll see anybody in their base. This is power play time. Sunny making a grab. He knows that Sunny is a really good guy to have on your team when the other team are playing a massive offense. Zion with a nice monster kill.
Yeah, so speak of the devil, I'm criticizing lethal formula, and then they get it together, get a cap. 1-0, a minute 30. We're actually going to switch over to the Humpty cam. We're going to see what Gary can do in the last 90 seconds of this game here.
You're going to expect the offensive plays to be made by Sunny on that team, so there's no surprise really.
It's true, but a bit of support.
That they have low grab counts on the other players.
Yeah, a bit of support can go a long way, as Zane going down. Getting some grabs now, while the other team is desperate.
Having a look at the red flag room, I think most of the frags are going down in mid. Nobody really getting in.
Yeah, so red just sort of locking it down right now.
Yeah. This will be the first map that the power players have lost with their full team. They played a couple games without Kyle, which they lost. But
well, I mean, it was a 1-0 game until the Adapt guys ended up tying it up, and then that one's in like an 18-hour overtime, so don't jinx it right now.
Yeah, it's not over.
It's not over till the fat lady sings, and I haven't
But
even
they gotta
warmed up
make a
my
play
vocal
soon.
cords.
As red is swarming this base.
Yeah, so 32 seconds, getting a view right now. Got red walking down the middle. Nobody coming in from low, so they're gonna run out of time right now. This is going to be 1-0 for Sunny and his lethal formula.
It's actually Fisk.
I don't care. We're gonna call it Sunny as
Captain Fisk. It is pretty much, yeah, it's fairly similar. It's a reversal from a couple seasons ago when
yeah.
Sunny was the captain and first picked Fisk.
Those two have a bromance. I don't care who gets to keep the last
Oh,
name.
definitely. Alright, let's see what's going on with the Archangels game. How are they doing? We're gonna have a Dooku between these two guys. What have we got here? We've got a 1-1 on Mesmerize. That's new.
As I'm actually unable to connect to that server.
Good. Yeah, we got a 1-1 between the Archangels and the Haymakers. I think that's their thing. Cyrax with the cap for the Archangels. No surprises there.
Yeah, he's been a man on a mission.
Yeah, and as Pokerface actually gets out low mid, this is a really good look. We may see a no, never mind.
Yeah, I just can't.
Cyrax now getting to his own base. Archangels with a really good chance to take the... Rick James with the pickup. He's been there all season with those pickups. They're going to hold a 2-1 lead with a couple and a half minutes left, but they got 3 in their base to contend with right now.
Yeah, so I'm not actually in that game, and I can't connect to IP2 for some reason.
That is good.
So, yeah, we're going to need to choose something else, as I'm actually back into this game that... I'm not gonna lie, I hate it as empty
why can't
right
you
now.
Connect to that one?
I'm just getting a black screen.
Works for me.
Yeah. I mean, I can query it, I just can't connect to it.
Did you put the... I don't know. Did you have a space at the end of your paste?
I don't believe so.
Is it not in your favorites?
Give me a second. Yeah, well, that's where I'm trying to connect from. So... Give me a second, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to try to sort this.
As we will continue audio commentary. It's like the radio. Cyrax is actually going to get his flag into his base high. 1 deny on it. His Zenith with 2 really nice shots from across the map. Snap with the pickup. Rummy with the return. That's going to be crucial if they're going to have a chance. 1.5 minutes to make a cap. That 3-1 would have sealed it completely.
Yeah.
This is a really good game. Steal with the pickup, picks up a cover. They're going to have a double grab as well. Cyrax out low. Cyrax going to be out low right. I don't know if he's been seen. He's not going to turn around and shoot at them. He's just going to get in base. Pokerface trying to leave high mid. He's going to get out high mid. They're going to have a minute to try and return this flag. This is really good for
dying at the entrance,
haymakers.
Dev dropping it.
Going for this return, they're not going to make that return. Pokerface is going to pick it up. He's going to be the one man holding the flag. They got 1 cover. They're going to need a couple more.
Ooh!
Still with the
flag
return.
live.
There's 2 in there's 1 in the base though. Can Zeno make this return? He can't. 2 more mesmerize overtime.
No!
You missed a good bit.
No! As we have 2-2, it's looking likely like we will see overtime and mesmerize. Oh my goodness. These teams need to just learn how to turtle, close it out. What are y'all doing?
Yeah, I does think the problem is that nobody can turtle.
I think that's the problem with iCTF. Teams just
That is the problem. Teams just not good enough at defending in numbers.
Yeah, they're just not... I'm so disheartened right now. I want another map! Mesmerize. I'm going goddamn batty with Mesmerize.
Yeah, this you've got a Dooku you could watch right now.
Dude, you know what? We're gonna give them 3 minutes on Mesmerize, and then if not, I'm going to Dooku. As Steel right now with the grab, we're actually gonna give a couple people in this game some love, give them some maritime. We've got my main man Steel going in, attacking. So it looks like they did listen to my advice. I told them that they're going to need to put Rummy and Steel on offenses. Right now we're going to have both teams grabbing.
A double grab. Cyrax with the grab for the blue team. Who else? He gets boosted right into a spawning red guy. Thanks, Nunet. Zeno with a grab. I think it was a cherry pick.
I think he's going to be scratching his monstrous beard right now saying, I wonder why they did that. Yeah, so the clock is actually connected with the Spectator Z. Like, you can see who you're watching from or you can see the time. And so right now I'm calling it out. We're actually in overtime. The HUD is fixed. It's just a spectator limitation. I'm pretty sure we've said this, like, over the past couple weeks of streams. We're trying to get everything sorted as we've got Cyrax going down in the base right now. We'll give him some airtime. The most potent offensive player in the inaugural OwnedWell season. We'll see if he can pull, we'll see if he can pull any rabbits from his hat.
Added another cap and another assist to his tallies so far today.
Yeah, so his frags have not been that impressive as we've got Rummy trying to
3 red in with a really good look. He runs away from both his cover. Rummy, what you doing?
Typical Rummy. So we've got the Rummy cam. Rummy and Steel combining for 39 grabs. Pokerface not too shabby with 17 as he's going to add an 18th to his tally. He's got cover here. Poker Face, what are you doing, man? Don't you know?
He's juking it out. Juking his cover. He's does get the boost, but he could have had a much better boost. Still does get the pickup. They are mid. Can they get this picked up? Poker Face is there again. Just gets a little bit stuck on the wall. Cyrax with a crucial return. That was a little bit of a mess. Snap on offense. They got 5 on offense right now because they just returned it in their base. Poker Face trying to jump up and return that.
Yeah.
Zeno with another cherry pick. There's a lot of action going on in this game. That's partly due to the fact that we're not watching defenses like Shots and Rises, but some slightly weaker defenses. Still with a good grab.
Yeah, so he's gonna likely make it out high. Getting 1 kill. He's almost making it to the high left.
Maybe that's the way to make these teams. Poker Face with a good cherry pick as 2 of the blues were high. He's gonna dodge into a pillar, which was unfortunate. Try to get mid-low.
Do we just ban all the good defensive players from the league?
No, just, yeah, you can only have one per team. That's it. 1 defender. That's it.
1 defender?
1 defender.
I like it.
I mean, Ricky J has only really got 1.
Ooh! Is that a shot right there?
Ricky. I'm kidding, Ricky.
He's gonna murder you as we've got Rummy doubling back. They keep trying to go out high right now.
What? He's got a guy behind him for the boost, and he just does dodges away. I don't know.
I don't know if
the comms aren't there or what. I would expect Steel and Rummy to have better
synergy,
better chemistry together. Yeah.
Yeah.
Rummy probably still depressed about gaming in general. He was pretty depressed last week.
Yeah, so that's not actually surprising. I've known Rummy for a long time.
Oh, yeah.
And he goes into emo fits more regularly than the UK has clouds. So,
yep.
If it's crappy weather, you're not going to be like, oh, it's crappy weather. It's just normal weather. And so if Rummy goes emo, it's just normal Rummy.
Mm-hmm.
But we love him. We shower him with love and affection as we've got the Rick James cam going right now. Rick James dying. So
Rick James is going to actually get his first century of the season probably on the frag count.
Yeah.
Doesn't really count.
I'm switching back to the other game just to check the scores right now.
Still with Rummy with a good grab.
This is redonkulous as MP sitting at 571 frags. This game of Mesmerize just will not end.
That one's still going?
That one is still going. We've got Kangsta with 60 grabs, MP5 with 54, Scott with 63. Oh my god.
I was kidding. Kill them all. I actually made a thread about Ricky and his team. As we get a really good boost from the red team, they're going to get halfway. Snap with the crucial return. Rummy with the cherry pick. Boosted and then cherry picked it. Tries to juke about. Runs into 2 people. Nice killing spree by Rummy. He's going to make another kill. Just too many of them.
Too many. Alright, I'm switching
There's
to
some really good individual runs going on, but...
I'm mesmerized out, man.
You mesmerized out? Alright.
I'm mesmerized out. I am so sick of Mesmerize that, as I said, if I could crumple it and throw it into the garbage, I would do it. Death to Mesmerize. As we've got the PPs against Lethal Formula. We're on Dooku right now. Dooku not really a high cap map either, which
really nice boost by the red team on this game. No, never mind. There's no cap.
There's no cap.
They got mid. They got to their base.
As we're watching a little mix-up right now, as Fail's gonna get boosted nicely into the base on Dooku.
You just missed the winning cap on Mesmerize, apparently.
Did I? Oh, that's on which game? Which Mesmerize are we talking about?
The overtime one.
Which overtime one?
The really long overtime one.
Oh, okay. Wow, I missed that one by a couple seconds. Who ended up winning?
Yes.
That abomination. Adapt. Congratulations to Adapt. You guys are still flawless.
That's what Darkside said. He might be lying. I haven't actually confirmed it.
Ah, okay. Even if I missed it, I don't care.
He was not lying.
So yeah, 2-1 for Adapt. I missed it. That's got to be really depressing for Get Wrecked or Die Trying. We'll see how they can bounce back for Command. I might actually switch to that one because Command is probably going to be one of the more interesting maps that we can watch.
Yeah, I would say so.
Give him a couple more minutes on Dookie here as I just called it Dookie. As on Dookie here as Kyle's actually sneaking in. Getting one of them. He's gonna have too many spawning in the bump room. Might get a pickup from Apak. Apak trying to dance. He's got 2 left feet. Good try anyways. I respect it.
I wouldn't go into that game yet. Captains have kind of agreed that everybody needs a little break, a little nap after that epic. They're gonna have a little interlude before they start the second map. Everybody probably needs to stand up, walk around a bit.
At that point, if I'm the losing team and the winning team says they need some time, I say F that.
That's fine, but somebody's bladder's gonna be going.
Dude, I've got a bladder of steel. I could withstand a 12-hour overtime. Not even.
I don't know if OwnedWell has the insurance to deal with somebody suing you for their bladder going mid-game.
Oh my god. I mean, we've got OwnedWell t-shirts. We might be getting OwnedWell diapers to account for some of these long overtimes. As
that is a horrible thought.
Is it? I can just imagine the cute little sideways face on the diaper. I wouldn't make use of it, but I would wear it. I swearsies. As we've got the Kyle cam right now. Kyle wins falling back, but not really. He was faking us out. Sunny with the grab right now. A lot of blue there to contest with. What do you think? Is this going to be a 2-mapper or a 3-mapper?
I would have the PPs as the favorites on this map.
Interesting. I mean, it's a dangerous game to play, though, when you're sitting at 0-0. As Kyle wins is actually going to make it out halfway.
Ooh, if he turned around there, he could have made that frag.
He could have. We're going to have a bunch of red running into the base right now. Leave my camera here, so I'm ready to jump out in the middle. Got the Cud cam. He's actually going to spot one of the red guys trying to sneak in now. Trying to get cute. I'm actually impressed on both ends. We've seen Kyle Wins hiding. We've seen Sunny hiding. I mean, depending on somebody pushing up, you can really get a nice, clean grab on a map like this. As we're going to watch Kyle boost Humpty into the high. Really good team play there as well. As Humpty's able to turn it into a grab. Not able to make much more out of it than that, though. Cut again with the nice boost there. Kyle Wins obviously going down as we see him spawn in front. And Fail is also going to go down, so a grab, but not making it too far off the stand. That's something where Killerized stats are going to be great. We can see how many of these flags actually make it far off the stand, as the Apak is going to be almost boosted.
Yeah, Humpty missing the boost there. That was crucial. Humpty would have been out, I think.
Yeah, he would have been out. I mean, there were the 2 guys waiting high middle, but he would have been gone, baby, gone, and he probably would have had people to cover him as well. So, Humpty with the missed shot. Also, apparently, Heich winning 3-2.
Yep.
So
true, a win for that team. So that's going to be a command up next. So that will probably be a good watch.
Yeah, that should be pretty good. So I've got the Zane cam right now, 0-0. We will...
Humpty with a really good grab. He's actually going to get out to the stairs. He gets taken out by a really good shot. Fisk with the return. Fail with the grab and the killing spree, but too many falling back on him.
Yeah, he stuck one of the shots. Was unable to stick the second. I also thought there, if he was just able to, you know, back dodge over that ledge, he could have cut the corner and maybe given his team a chance to pick that flag up.
Sunny with a grab, gonna go up high, unspotted, switches down to the stairs, he's gonna switch back into the flag room. Key spots him doing that, gets the return.
I think he actually was spotted by Kyle. Kyle was just turning around in the stairs there, so probably able to relay.
Key would have had a heads up about that call, yeah.
Yeah, able to relay some good info as Sunny opting to, you know, hold a shot here. He's going for the sneaky deaky. I respect that, Sunny. Sunny also plays sneaky deaky in pugs as well, and I think sometimes I do him dirty. Doesn't like it. But if I see him trying to sneak in, the man gots to go.
They got a couple of them now, Fel and Zion. Fel with a nice kill gets out low. He's been missed a whole bunch by the low defender. Apog bailing him out there.
Yeah. Also, the chat is pointing out that Ark is missing Ghost, which That is actually huge. Ghost
Yeah, that is huge.
Really impactful for them. He's been great on offense. He's been a great wingman for Cyrax. And his absence definitely hurting them. As Kyle wins with a grab.
Yeah, he's not at Thanksgiving, which was Nate's excuse, so that's a bad miss for that team.
He actually converted to American.
That is probably not true.
It happened. Ghost is actually celebrating becoming an American by barbecuing some cheeseburgers right now. As we've got Kyle and Humpty trying to get in, being interrupted by Fail.
I know for a fact that being an American in a country that has like 4 hours of daylight a day is probably not going to work.
No?
No.
It's no bueno?
I don't think barbecues really work in the snow.
I mean, you can do them.
Yeah.
It's his own miniature Alaska.
The Eskimos did them.
So we've got a grab right now from Sunny. Sunny creating some distance. Let's see if he's going to go straight out. Stairs. The place he flipped from wasn't an optimal one, as Zane is actually going to pick that up. Flag returned. That was a really good chance right there. What Sunny did, a lot of people, they'll come all the way to the edge here, take a peek over and flip. The fact that he flipped from back here sort of caught the opposing team off guard. He wasn't coming at the usual angles. And with everybody having hundreds of Dooku plays under their belt, something like that is enough to throw somebody off, for sure. As we're going to hop into another game here. Oops. Oh, apparently Ghost is back.
Looks like it.
So Ghost coming back possibly in the nick of time. Let me switch over quickly to the adapt game. Looks like they're still trying to gather themselves right now.
Yeah.
What's up? Y'all ready?
And I think any of the command games have started, so.
So I said, sup y'all ready? And they say, no, Paco, no, I'm having a terrible day. I mean, it was pretty rough just watching it. I can't even imagine playing in that one.
Yep. I guess you can, though.
I can.
Sunny with a really good look. He's got both of his cover here. He's going to go for the stairs. Are they going to try and... He's going to try and sneak around the edge. I don't know where the blue team are. Really good cover from the red team. 2 gets killed. Fail with the pickup. 1 right behind him. He's going to get boosted into his low. Another pickup by Fisk. Really good team play. Key with the multi-kill. There's 2 in the flag room. 3 in the flag room. He dodges over the flag. He's on the stand. They can't get the return. Humpty on the stand as well.
Oh my god!
He didn't just walk up those stairs and make that cap. They were swarming in. He panicked. He kept dodging, doing the little left and right strafe on those stairs. Lost his cool. He was like, "Oh god, guys, there's 3, 4 of them coming."
That was crazy. That could have been
a really good team return, but I can't help but feeling that they messed up that cap.
Yeah, well, I mean, there was 3 guys coming in there. That was a bit intimidating. They're going to feel a bit bad right now. It's Apocalypse right now with a nice multi-kill killing spree. He's going to make it out the side here. Bunch of red on him.
Couple of kills, bunch of red on this. Probably a return. Coward does get it. You can't help but feel, but if Sunny had that flag, the first one onto the stand, he probably would have made it, but it fell into the hands of Fisk, who, a little bit slower, made the mistake. Gave them a chance.
My main man Fisk is going to listen back on this one. Won't be happy.
No, I definitely think he
botched that?
Missed the dodge there, yeah.
Yeah. Not his best moment, but he has time to bounce back.
I could be wrong.
That would have definitely been lights out for PP right there, though.
Yep.
So.
Let's keep their season alive, basically. Well, they've got a couple minutes, but...
I mean, Dooku with under 2 minutes remaining.
There was so many people on the blue team the PPs who were so close to returning and kept getting denied. You thought it was just had to be for LF, but APOC coming up trumps.
Good job, APOC. We're gonna watch Fail slowly bounce up here. What do the people in the chat want? Do we want to check out some command, or do we want to hang around with this Dooku? Let's fail with a really nice shot there. Not able to make it a double kill.
Yeah, this Duke is slowed down a little bit.
I'd imagine as
I said, Fail actually getting a good look now. He's going to try and go high mid. Does
Yeah.
sneak past two of them. Gets the return though. Probably Hatch versus Arc is the best bet. They
Okay.
have just started.
Okay, so...
Yeah. 1 minute in, 3 grabs in. Nothing doing yet.
Alright, we're switching over to the Arc game.